What is happening, Internet? How's everybody doing? Welcome to post-game number 3 of Hyrule Warriors, because you guys were able to get the previous stream up to 1,000 views. Good job. Mods in the chat, who do we have tonight? I need your guys' help to get Chun-Li and Gambit up to 1,000 views. So Chun-Li and Gambit are close, but neither one of them are at 1,000 views yet. So I'd like to work on Chun-Li first. And what you guys are going to do is when the link is displayed in the chat, click it, run it for like 5 minutes, pause it, and then come back to the video. Or open it in another window. It doesn't matter. We just need to get, I think Chun-Li needs 15 views in order to hit 1,000. Gambit needs 30. So that's why I want to start with Chun-Li first. Chun-Li is the priority because it's almost... what time did the Chun-Li stream start yesterday? 10 o'clock? Like 10 o'clock, 10:30, something like that. So, I want to finish Chun-Li off first. So, see all this red stuff that we have here? This is the stuff we're going to do tonight. Obviously, you see, yeah, it's all red and stuff. Hello, Anthony. How you doing? Hi, Jacob O'Ryan. There's a special Ultimate Selects later tonight. It'll be late though. I'm tan and rested though, and I had a big meal, so. You guys wanted to see how big my salad was, so I was like, alright, I'll make that the YouTube short for whatever. And I showed you how big the salad was. That's how big it was. A big salad. Good salad, but big salad. I don't even know where the... what's for dinner? Where is it? Yeah? Where is the what's for dinner thing? Ah, there it is. Okay. So we got 250 views on the short so far. So, yeah. We can keep working on the short, but I'd like to finish Chun-Li off first. Chun-Li's almost done. So I'll give you guys the link where Chun-Li is. We can finish off Chun-Li. Finish her! And then Gambit will be the thing that'll take us all night to hit 1,000, unfortunately. I'm doing okay, Anthony. I'm, getting used to my quote-unquote diet change. I eat a lot more salads than I used to. Because my doctor told me, after the heart scare, that I needed to change some things. So, I've been trying. I don't like salads, though, but, Defending the Hyrule Forest. Otays, we'll do that. Why not?
Time to make ready.
And yes, it is possible to have a heart attack without having to have surgery. Just so you know. I heard some people are saying, oh, he didn't have a heart attack, he didn't have surgery. Not every heart attack you have to have surgery. So, I was lucky. Also, they caught it really quick. But I don't want to tempt fate again, so I did agree to a diet change and things like that, so... Been eating more salads, been eating more proteins and less salty foods. I'm still eating meat, but I'm eating lean meat now. Leaner meat. I didn't cut meat out of my diet. I'm not going like vegan or anything, but I eat a couple salads. Do we eat a couple salads a day? I have green with almost every meal now. Next I see my doctor, I'm going to be like, hey, I still eat nachos and stuff, and he's going to be like, what? It's like, yeah, but I add lettuce to it. He's going to be like, what? Be like, yeah. I've green with just about every meal. But no, I won't be doing the loaded waffle fries anytime soon or anything like that. Gonna keep it pretty, pretty lean. And of course, I like to top off whatever I eat with a V8, so I'm drinking my V8 while I'm on the stream with you guys. Should have made it a V8. I'm running out of materials. Oh no. Running out of materials. Oh no. No. 9. This. I mean, we can always buy more turkey. Sure. Goodbye, turkey. And smaller turkey. And then bombs. Bombs don't cook. Hang on. I like to make my character super fast, so we're gonna make him fast. Boom, boom. That's some fast work right there. And now we need to find stuff that combines... Oh, that'll work. Okay. Now, still looking for stuff that will finish off special attack and the other thing. It should be special attack and speed. I've got the need for speed, yo. No, that's weird grasshopper thing. We don't want that. Is there nothing that does speed and attack? Meh, 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 meh. Meh, 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 meh. Wait. I guess so. No. Nope. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is the most exciting part of the game, by the way. No, no, wait. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Huh? Maybe. I don't know. Ooh. No. You don't have anything stronger than that? Stronger than diamond? Watch out, danger, he's for real. I could do this hardy lizard thing. Oh, and I do another hardy lizard, we're good to go. Pardon me. But I don't even know where to get the hardy lizards. Delicious!
A welcome upgrade.
Mage Wolf pushing Chun-Li. Thank you, Mage Wolf. Remember, guys, if you watch Chun-Li, just, like... make sure you watch it for, like, 5 minutes or something. And then pause it. Don't click off it. Just pause it. And then click off it. Because there's something to pausing a video as opposed to just shutting it down. I don't know why. I don't make the rules. If anything, I think the rules are stupid. But those are the rules that YouTube expects anyway. They're like, yeah, if somebody pauses a video, that means they might actually come back to it. But if they just outright close the video, no, 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 no. It's like, okay, whatever. And they're like, don't tell your audience that. It's like, yeah, like I'm not sharing vital information. So yeah, pause the video when you're done watching the Chun-Li thing. And, oh crap, I have this horrible spear. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. Yeah! Spear attack! Ba-bam. So what did you guys think of the musical styling of The Legend of Zelda? Give me a minute. Link's Awakening high definition. I noticed as I was eating my salad, most of the music from Link's Awakening sounds, well, all the same. I did like how they do The Legend of Zelda with a quartet, a violin, a cello, a viola, and a bass. I believe. Yeah, I think that's they just have like 4 string instruments. which is actually pretty cool. In college, one of my friends was in a string quartet, and they did the Legend of Zelda theme for, I don't know, a talent show in Albany, I don't remember. They were pretty good, though. And that was before YouTube, so I'm sure somebody filmed it, but I don't know if it ever went up on YouTube. Before, people just filmed home movies for their, their families and stuff like that. And then what people ended up doing is your home movies then got shared with total strangers. That's kind of how YouTube happened. People would film their family doing stupid stuff, almost like America Home Video, and then you put it on YouTube. And now YouTube is basically all kind of like mini Hollywood, basically. The reason why Amber and I don't do very well on this platform is we never evolved. We never became show people. Just people that put on the camera and talk. You know, we don't have fancy technology. We don't have cutting edge whatever. We're just normal people. We never tried to Hollywoodize ourselves at all. In fact, every time Hollywood came sniffing, I basically told them where they could stick it where the sun don't shine. Because I don't like Hollywood, so. And back when we were popping, I had several offers for big companies to buy our channel. I told them no, because I didn't want to do that. I was like, no, I don't. I know what you guys did to Smosh, and I know what you guys did to a bunch of people that sold their YouTube channels. Not happening. This channel is run by my wife and I, and that's how it is always going to be. I'm not going to bring in collabs and other people. This is Kwingsletsplays. It's a husband and wife. Playing games, talking about whatever. That's what we do. As we get older, we talk about a little bit more bizarre stuff. You missed Amber's Stargate conversation today. She believes that there are Stargates that transport you to the underworld and stuff like that. I don't believe in that stuff, but, you know, she's entitled to believe what she wants. I believe in the supernatural, but I don't believe they have, like, portals. It's like, beam me up, Scotty. It's like, I'll listen to a little bit of, like, you know, a little bit of stuff, but then I have to be like, I think you're watching too much Star Trek or something like, or Stargate. And I love Stargate. Stargate was a great show, but no. I think that they just fly around and stuff with wings and stuff. Like demons have, like, wings. Like the Jersey Devil. You know, it's a creature. It's a spooky, monstrous thing. Or some people think demons look like angels because they're fallen angels. I think that because they fell, they look really twisted and evil and whatever. I don't think they look like angels anymore. I think their sin corrupted them and they look like freaky monsters. Like vampires or something. I don't know. But I believe in the supernatural totally. I just think that, you know, adding sci-fi elements to supernatural stuff just kind of makes it miss the point. That's all. So some people can interpret that, oh, you're mean to your wife. It's like, no, my wife is a full-blown conspiracy theorist. You have no idea half the stuff she tells me. I'm worried, like, Black Hawk helicopter is gonna, like, land on my house one of these days and Amber's gonna get carted off. She likes to research things, but remember what they say about the pursuit of knowledge, though. You have to be careful. It's not good to learn everything. Whoop. Yoink! But one of my favorite things is fantasy, so I like medieval fantasy especially, so that's why I'm a huge Zelda fan. Because I love the medieval fantasy stuff, as well as I like, you know, medieval historical accounts and things like that, as well as the mythology of medieval, like, lore and stuff like that. I think that's why I like the Legend of Zelda so much, is because as a kid I was super obsessed with medieval stuff. My grandparents used to get me these British toys that for some reason they were in America. I don't remember the name of them. If Jotaro was here, he could probably tell you. There are these little metal knights that are about the size of your... I don't know, maybe the size of a pen cap. And they had black knights, like guys that looked like they were wearing black armor, and then they had knights that were wearing blue that kind of had like the Crusader cross, but not really. There were some Crusader knight sets, and they didn't do anything. They were these metal knight figurines, not figures, like kind of miniatures, like Warhammer stuff, but maybe a little bit bigger. And you would buy them. You could get them at hobby stores. At least I could, because I was near New York City as a kid. And I was obsessed with those. My mom didn't like me having them because I used to chew them because they were made of metal. And then, you know, metal, lead, all that other stuff. So in the late 80s, early 90s, they changed the metal knights into plastic. They still kept a really nice look to them, but they were from England. They were an import product. And I had those as a kid. A lot of my relatives used to get me those, so I had like a whole group. I had a shoebox full of them. How's that? Yeah, like a Converse shoebox of like these knight figurines. And I was just obsessed with them. The only problem is, like, you know, little boys play rough with toys. And they weren't really toys, they were more like display figures. Like, they were, adults would buy them, and you would make a diorama, and you display them. Well, I would play with them. And so the little metal base that held those knights in place broke. And you couldn't replace them, and they were pretty expensive because you had to buy them at hobby stores. It's not like you could go into KB store, or KB Toys, or Toys R Us and pick these things up. They were a specialty collector's thing. So I would break them all the time. Because there weren't really... It's not like you could buy knight action figures in the 80s or 90s. It wasn't a thing. Like, nowadays, you guys can buy whatever action figure you want. Heck, you can have somebody 3D print you whatever you want and turn that into an action figure. We didn't have those options in the 80s and 90s. Not every figure or action figure that was released looked good. Even the old X-Men figures from the 90s looked nothing like the TV show characters. And they were made of cheap plastic. Not like the McFarlane stuff you have today. The McFarlane action figures? Man, you guys are so lucky. We did not have that. Figures were bulky and fat, and the girls didn't look very nice. The guys had these weird faces. But if you wanted to get an official Batman figure, you essentially had to get a chubby Batman figure. Dad bod Batman from Kenner. It's true. All the Batman guys look like Michael Keaton was putting on like 200 pounds or something like that. He'd have like his really chubby face. Kind of dad bod body. You're wondering like where the pudge is. And that was the Batman figures until probably... I'd say Batman the Animated Series, the figures started to change a little bit. But the Michael Keaton figures from Kenner, he was a tubby guy. If you ever go back, you can go on Twitter, or not Twitter, you can go on Google and type Batman Returns Kenner figures, and you'll see that all the Michael Keaton figures look nothing like Michael Keaton except for his face, and they gave him like a rotund body. He almost looked like the Penguin. And that was the official figure. I kid you not, it's true. It is 100% true. I had Transformers figures. I had a couple Goki. The most figures that I had growing up that were licensed were Ghostbusters and He-Man, until my mom threw out all my Ghostbusters figures. Because, you know, a religious kid playing with occult toys was not something that would look very good for a pastor's family, so... When my dad got ordained, my Ghostbusters got thrown out because my mom was panicking. Because she figured some kids from church would come over to my house and see my Ecto-1 and my Ghostbusters Firehouse and my Ghostbuster figures. So she threw it all out. She didn't even give them away. She tossed them out in the trash. I cried a lot that day. I loved playing as... I related a lot to Peter Venkman as a kid. He was sarcastic and funny and always getting in trouble. That was me. And Winston was my number 2 favorite because he was the comic book and pop culture nerd. So watching Winston probably made me the geek that I am today. Because Winston, and not the movies, Winston in the real Ghostbusters show was the pop culture geek. He was always not Ray, not Peter, not Egon. Egon was the science nerd. It was always Winston that knew everything going on in pop culture, in cartoons and comic books. So he was kind of like more than just street smart than the movies. Like, Winston literally knew everything that was going on in New York City. And Peter was, you know, the prankster and always obsessed with women. And Ray was the comic relief. Like, Winston was the guy that got stuff done. So I really related to Winston a lot, especially when I got older. But as a child, I really found Peter Venkman funny because my mouth got me in trouble a lot because I was very sassy and sarcastic, and so was Peter Venkman. Especially the guy from Full House who played him made him very sarcastic. David Coulier, I think was his name. I don't remember.
We should ready ourselves before we depart.
I imagine if those Ghostbuster toys are worth a fortune. I had tons of He-Man figures, but I don't know if you did this as a kid, Goki. I used to chew on the heads of He-Man figures. There was something about the taste of those figures. I don't know. Me and a bunch of 80s kids used to chew on the WWF wrestler figures, and the He-Man figures had these weird squishy heads that you just... I was a stupid kid, I don't know. I was like 5 or something, or 4. I'd chew on the heads. So by the time I was actually interested in collecting action figures, I went back and I looked at my He-Man figures, and it looked like we grew up with a dog because He-Man's face was like all squished with like teeth marks all over it, and Skeletor looked like they painted the blue around his, you know, his cowl or whatever. His face, the entire figure was painted, like the head was painted yellow. And then so when you bit off or whatever, sucked on or whatever you did on the action figures' heads, like the paint would wear, and then underneath you just have this giant yellow thing for Skeletor. Now, as an adult, I went back and I rebought the re-release of the He-Man figures. So I have the old school Skeletor and He-Man, like the reprints. They're not worth anything, but I have them hanging up in my office upstairs, like, because I was like, you know, I had these as a kid. Usually you go out an adult, if you don't do drugs and stuff, you have this this kick for nostalgia. So I rebought some of the old Kenner figures. I have the Superpowers Batman and Robin from the 80s that look super fat, but I have them. And they weren't based on the Adam West show. They were based on the Superpowers team from 1983, I think. 83, 84. But no, my parents wouldn't let me have Transformers figures because they had too many movable parts, and my dad was worried I would swallow them. I hate to prove him right, but somebody bought me an Optimus Prime figure as a kid, and I ate the gun. I don't know why, but I did. So it proved my dad correct, and I never got another Transformers toy until Beast Wars. Because my dad even joked with me in the store. He's like, "Are you going to eat this Transformers rifle?" And I was like, "No, Dad, I'm like 11 now." I was 4. And it's like, you probably shouldn't give a 4-year-old a Transformer. So, yeah. I collected Transformers a little bit when Beast Wars came out. And I still have some of them somewhere. I don't know where. But most of my action figures, I have no idea where they are. They're probably in a box somewhere. They probably got ruined because of the basement flood, because I don't know where they are. I don't really care, though. I mean, I have all the action figures I care about that I display are up in the office. So my Batman figures are, you know, safely sealed in boxes, because I was going to display them and make a diorama. The reason I bought so many figures in 2017 and 2013 is I planned on making an unboxing channel for just, like, you know, cool collectibles. I was going to make a side business on YouTube, but then Kappa happened and unboxings is technically taboo, so you can get away with it, but most unboxing channels, they get support through Patreon and stuff like that, because YouTube hits them pretty hard, because they make the argument that a toy is a toy, so it's for children, so henceforth you can't monetize. Now, you could argue, you know, adult collectibles and all this other stuff, but YouTube's not going to hear it, you know? So, that kind of dashed that, because I wanted to expand away from gaming, in a sense, and do some other stuff. But it never happened, because YouTube's policy changes and stuff like that. I still have, I bought, like, a little spinny thing that an action figure can sit on, and you can film it, so you can get different angles. I was going to go all out and make my own unboxing channel. Amber and I both were. That's why that desk is upstairs. That if you ever see house tours, there's this black desk that's just sitting there in the corner not doing anything. That's where we were going to film an unboxing for Batman figures. And also, Amber painted this beautiful backdrop of Gotham City. And that was going to be our backdrop. It was made out of cardboard. It's in storage, but she painted it. She took a cardboard box, got some acrylic paints or whatever, went outside, and she painted Gotham City. And people didn't know this, but Amber's actually, she's a very gifted artist, not just in graphic art. She can paint. She can paint really well. I can't. I can't even draw stick figures. Which makes me a little jealous how talented she is. Sometimes I worry, like, why in the world is she even with me? Because I don't have half the talent she does. I'm not... I played the drums for a while, you know. I have a decent speaking voice. But, you know, she's done so many things. She was a medical assistant. She was a dentist assistant for an orthodontist. She's been a secretary for a law firm. She's a restaurant cook thing. It's like, what can't this girl do? I can't do that. I'm just this guy on the internet. That's it. You know, if something ever happened to YouTube, you'd see me on the corner saying, "I'll play games badly for money." If I open a guitar case, hey, want me to rant at this old Super Mario game for like 10 minutes? It'd be $10. Or wait, no, a half hour for $10. I'll you know, I got my little TV here. I got my microphone. Hello. I'll yell and scream at this game. I promise you'll be entertained. I've merch. I have merch right here. Buy my merch. What's left to do? Oh yeah, we need food. We need to power up our people. Powered up for more. Am I feeling like fish? Nah, I'm not feeling like fish. Want something that will give me... Because I don't have any strength right now. I don't really care about the strength, though. The strength thing doesn't bother me. Dun, 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 dun. You want to know what I feel salty about, Goki? And this is funny. But I always thought that Peter Griffin made up the... You know where that's from, right? That's from Eddie Murphy's, like, cop movie. That's the theme song from, oh gosh, what's the name of that movie? Shoot! Eddie Murphy cop movie. Beverly Hills Cop. There it is. That's the theme from Beverly Hills Cop. But Peter Griffin was always humming it. I'm like, what is that? It sounds familiar, and I could never figure it out. And then I stumbled upon this piano player on YouTube that was doing like 1980s movie covers, and I was like, that's the Peter Griffin song. And it's like, wait a second, that's the Eddie Murphy cop theme from Beverly Hills. It's like, what? All this time? I didn't know that. I was like, what? I was this many years old when I finally learned that Peter Griffin was just humming Beverly Hills Cop. I didn't know that. And maybe there's some other people that didn't know that either. Probably not, though. Boink.
Onwards and upwards.
Yeah, it's Beverly Hills Cop. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, it's a Peter Griffin, like, weird theme that he hums to himself. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, guys. Chun-Li's almost there. Keep going. And then it's back to the, what's for dinner short, I guess. I don't know. You hate Family Guy because he makes fun of everything? But it's important to make fun of everything. It's very important to make fun of things. Comedy is a very good thing. You just don't want to exclude people from making fun of them, though. That's all. Everyone has to be made fun of. What is this? Banishing Sludge. Banish the sludge? Banishing? Banishing Sludge. I don't know, 33 fight? Round 1 fight. Fight! I don't know. I don't know what the previous level was even called. I don't think the culture war stuff would have been as bad as if, like, you know, those activists could have taken a joke. Like, if they wouldn't have prevented so many things from happening in society, like, you can't make fun of this, you can't do that, you can't say this word, you can't say that word. Like, they tried to make so many words that weren't taboo to begin with taboo. Like, they were, like, policing thought and all this other nonsense. Like, I think that all of us would have gotten along with them a lot more if they could have learned to take a joke, accept humor, and not try to police thoughts and comedy. Because parody and levity and all this other stuff is important. You know? I can take a joke. I think that humor is good, and I think that if you prevent people from being able to laugh and, you know, let the edge off, so to speak, it's very bad if they don't have that, because where is that going to end up going? It's going to end up channeling into something else, and it could be something a lot worse than calling somebody a name or something, you know? People have to get rid of all that, like, energy somewhere, and, you know, laughing is a great thing. Laughing is actually good for your heart. It's good for you. It's good for your mental state of mind. Part of the reason I'm the way I am is because I'm such a prankster, and I'm, you know, very sarcastic and stuff like that. I see life as a giant joke, so I make fun of a lot of things. But I'm a lot happier. But it's nice to see parody coming back now. I really enjoyed the Naked Gun movie. Did any of you guys get a chance to see the Naked Gun movie? It was hilarious. It was on point. I think some of the bathroom humor went a little bit too far. Like, I like a poop joke as much as the next guy, but when you, like, focus on it for too long, there's something in comedy that if you make things last too long, you're basically killing the joke. You're not slaying, you're killing whatever levity existed for that joke, and you're making the joke overstay its welcome. Like, everything has to be balanced. Balance in all things. So the Naked Gun thing where he's having problems from all the burritos he ate, I feel like they kind of made that joke overstay its welcome, and they brought it up again in the movie a couple times, but for the most part it was a pretty funny movie. If they did well enough, I'd love to see a sequel. I think it was the first time in probably 10 years I've actually laughed in a theater. And I'm not talking like a little chuckle, I'm talking like a big belly laugh, like for some of the stuff that happened in that movie. And I wasn't even expecting it. It was like, oh. Because I laugh all the time at anime. Like, anime's super funny. And I started watching Frasier again, and Frasier had me, like, busting a gut. I didn't even know that Frasier came back. It's just not the same without Niles, though. That's the thing. Niles was my favorite character. It was so funny. Niles and Daphne. And they're not in the show. The new one. What? Ouch, 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 ouch. I don't know, there's just something about sitcoms that I think I like. Especially sitcoms that just focus on, like, work and living in apartments or, like, you know, paying bills, things like that. Like, adult-related stuff. Although, what was funny about the original Frasier is, like, Frasier was not relatable in a sense. It was like we were making fun of the upper class because, you know, of how snobbish and stuff they are, and everybody always related to Martin, which was the father of Niles and Frasier, because the dad was just everyday American. He was a retired police officer. He had an injury from getting shot in his leg, which forced him to retire, and he has complications from getting shot. But, like, all the things that he enjoys, like sports and drinking a beer, and, you know, he's your everyday American guy. And his sons are, like, Shakespearean psychopaths. Like, they're very hoity-toity and stuff. But it was funny because it was like you were watching it, and then you're in on the joke that these super intelligent guys, they're very whiny, and, you know, they're not very masculine. And they expect things a certain way, and they're very picky. And here you have Frasier's dad, who's just this normal dude. So you're kind of missing that element from the new show, I guess. But what I liked about the new show from the episodes I've seen is Frasier's trying really hard to be a good dad to his son, who's a Boston firefighter. So he kind of did what his grandfather did. He didn't become a police officer, but he still ended up, you know, doing public service. He became a firefighter. And firefighter job is very dangerous, especially in the Boston or New York City area. So it's a high-risk job, like, very dangerous. So I don't know, it was just kind of cool to see that. But apparently Frasier was not happy with his son becoming a firefighter because he wanted his son to become an intellectual like him. So, you know, to see that he kind of became like his grandfather is kind of cool. But I don't really like the actor who plays Frasier's grown-up son, though. He just, I don't know, it doesn't feel like he fits in that universe. And what would have been nice if they actually gave... Martin had a very traditional kind of like police or firefighter haircut. If they would have given the son like a typical, like, you know, haircut that both police and firefighters wear, I think that would have been, like, you could see more of Martin in that character. Like, this is Martin's grandkid, like, type thing. You'd be, oh, okay, yeah, I see that. But he's got very wild hair. So I'm just kind of like, yeah. But no, I was watching anime last night. I laughed so much my stomach hurt. I was like, holy cow, that was really funny. And it was about this, it's a Isekai show, and the lady has been reincarnated after getting killed by, you guessed it, a truck. So Truck-kun killed her. She, as a junior high student, wrote really bizarre fan fiction. In fact, she didn't have any stable relationships in her real life. She was obsessed with her make-believe world, and she wanted to be transported to her make-believe world her entire life. And then as a career woman in her probably 40s or something, I don't know, she ends up getting hit by Truck-kun, and she wakes up in the world that she created. But she doesn't wake up as the heroine, she wakes up as the villainess. So now she's frantically trying to prevent the death flags from happening in the show, so she doesn't, you know, end up getting executed, obviously. And what ensues is, like, hilarity, because, like, she's just a really funny character, and the circumstances that she's involved in is absolutely hilarious. So it's like, I laughed so much last night I cried, which American stuff doesn't do that for me, for the most part. Even Frasier just gets a chuckle out of me. But this anime was super funny. I was like, holy cow. I needed that laugh. After yesterday, like, I did several streams yesterday that didn't hit 1,000 views. So I made like $0 yesterday, and I was super depressed. So I needed that, you know, levity to perk myself back up and be like, alright, I'm ready to start the day of work today. And even Gambit today, this is what sucks. Gambit's a brand new release. I streamed for 5 hours, I didn't get 1,000 views. If it wasn't that generosity of Bobbert coming by and dropping that donation, Amber and I would have made zip today. So, it's just... the YouTube policies, they drive me crazy, man. Like, absolutely insane. Because we don't get paid for our time, we get paid for views, which sucks. But that anime really perked me up yesterday. It was super funny. And then tomorrow is the Kamen Rider anime that I love. So that'll be like, I don't know, sometime at 9 in the morning. And that's super funny too. Because, you know, it's ridiculous to have this guy walk around with a Kamen Rider, like, mask that you strap onto your head. Like with an old 80s mask. A plastic mask with a string on it. We don't really sell those as much in America because there's, like, toxic plastic involved with it or something. But in Japan, they still have those things at special festivals and stuff like that. So he bought a Kamen Rider mask for, like, I don't know, probably $4. And then he goes and he fights crime as a vigilante, putting on the Kamen Rider mask. And he goes, Henshin! And he does the transformation sequence. He turns around and he puts the mask on his face. Then he's like, I am Kamen Rider! But it's like, it's just this dude in a t-shirt and jeans with this, like, cheap, like, $5 Halloween mask on his face. It's funny. But, I mean, the dude, you can't not take the guy seriously, though, because, I mean, he's a great martial artist who's insane because he thinks he's a Kamen Rider. But the show is so funny. So I watch that every Saturday. It's probably one of my favorite animes right now. I never miss an episode. I really, really like it. Whereas, you know, the last Kamen Rider anime that was around was a super serious show. Like, they brought Double back, and it was about murder mystery and stuff like that. It wasn't really a lot of levity involved at all. But this Kamen Rider thing that airs every Saturday is super funny. Like, it is hilarious. It's also got good action, too. It's got a good balance of comedy and action. Because, I mean, the funny thing is, like, they're actually fighting Shocker. If you know who Shocker is, then I don't need to explain, but Shocker was an evil organization of super-powered aliens that were fighting the Kamen Riders since the 1970s. They were very common in the Showa era, so 1970 through, like, 1990-something. And then each individual Kamen Rider show after that, Shocker is not the big bad anymore, really. So they're literally fighting a real organization. So the evil organization exists in the real world in this Kamen Rider show, but Kamen Riders do not. It's just a bunch of people in Halloween masks punching people. So they're taking on real aliens and stuff, but they're average day people. But somehow they're unlocking the power of the Kamen Rider in their soul when the Kamen Rider doesn't exist outside of fiction. It's really stupid, but it's like funny stupid. It's like a parody of Kamen Rider, but it's so well done. And as a Kamen Rider superfan, I love it. It's my absolute favorite thing to watch right now. Whoop. Wait, how long left do I have to kill this guy? Not long, right? Yeah, of course, the female teacher, too. Yeah. But the female teacher, Goki, at least she has a full uniform. Her changing method, maybe she needs to go in a phone booth or something like that. I get the show is, like, geared toward males and stuff, but you don't want to like I said, you don't want to overdo a joke or repeat the same joke over and over again every episode. Having her change in public it was funny the first time, and it was like shock value, but she really needs to go behind a building or something to change into the full costume, because she makes fun of the other people for wearing the plastic masks over their faces, but literally she strips down and puts on her costume in front of dudes. Like, she could just, like, you know, go to a bush or something like that, but that's probably what they're going to do the entire time. But I like Tackle. Tackle's fun. I don't know about you, Goki, but do you feel like maybe some type of sparks between Kamen Rider and Tackle a little bit? Like, maybe you know, Kenjiro likes the teacher a little bit. I'm you know, I watch a lot of rom-coms, so I'm sensing a little bit of you know, maybe teacher and common rider might end up becoming a thing. Maybe. Right now, she doesn't like him, but I don't know. I just feel like she's your typical Tsunadre type thing, you know? She acts like she doesn't like people, and then you wear her down, and she's really a sweetheart underneath. She's got, like, a warm, gooey center. No? Okay. Alright, we'll see. We'll come back to this at the end of the season. You think it's a one-way thing? Okay. Alright. You think he has a crush on her, but she doesn't like him. Okay. We'll follow back on this conversation after episode 12. I love rom-com brain rot. It's great. I've been watching anime rom-coms for 30 years. That turned out fine. Oh, didn't they end? The next episode is going to be about the Yakuza guy, though. I don't know how I feel about the Yakuza guy. He's okay. But I don't really like him very much. They're going to have the entire episode will be about the Yakuza guy and the monster fighting tomorrow. I really hope we get to see some of the principal cast, though. Yeah, I need this. I need to buy food. All of it. All of it. Yep. All. Rock salt. There we go. She punched him in the face? You've never seen the rom-com where a girl actually beats up the guy she ends up ending up with? That's very common in rom-coms. Super common. I kid you not. This is legit. Women in anime punch guys all the time and they end up with them. Like, it's like Looney Tunes violence or Tom and Jerry, like slapstick. Like, guys get punched all the time by females in those shows. And they end up getting together. That doesn't mean anything. And the only reason she punched him is because she was mad because he stole her spotlight because she wanted to be a vigilante first. So she decked him. But she's his partner now. Like, they're working together. They have been working together for a while. They even exchanged phone numbers, which was a big deal for that guy. He's like, oh my gosh, I got a girl's number. I feel so bad for him, though, Goki. Like, remember the high school girl he saved, and then she ended up thinking he was insane? You know? Like, he saved that girl from all those delinquents, and then afterwards, she thought he was completely insane. I did not see that coming. I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. So he had at least he had romance when he was in high school, and it's like, nope. I felt so bad for him, though, but it just, I don't know, it made me like his character more. It's kind of like, oh, this guy's had a bum life, you know? He's things haven't gone his way, and now things are finally starting to turn up for him. It's like, let's go. But I laughed so hard when that girl like started freaking out because I didn't see it coming. I was like, well, okay. He had a high school sweetheart. Nope. No, he did not. I mean, the dude ripped off his shirt and he had a rider belt like drawn on his chest. I mean, Henshin! I would think he was nuts too, though. I mean, the dude, it's one thing to do the moves, but he had the belt drawn on. Oh. It would have been one thing if he would have just done the transformation sequence. He might have still looked cool, but he had the belt drawn on his stomach. Oh. Oh my gosh. Because she probably would have been like, wow, this guy stood up for me and he's a little crazy, but if he didn't have the belt drawn on him, I think it would have gone a little bit better. Dedication. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was so funny though. I was like, no way they're gonna do that. Yes, they did. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, it's such a funny show. What's this? Oh, okay. So in the Kamen Rider parody show, this kid grew up obsessed with Kamen Rider. He wants to be a Kamen Rider. He trains hard. He's probably the strongest human in the world. Think about like Batman Year One, where Batman like kicked down a cedar tree or something like that. This guy's really strong. But he's just your average Joe, right? So in high school, he's not really a delinquent. It's not like one of those delinquent animes where the people have to fight all the time and, you know, this rival school and that, and none of that. He's just minding his own business. This girl who likes him gets taken by a rival, like, delinquent gang. And then he saves her, and she's mystified by him because, I mean, here's this guy who looks like your average geek taking on 50, 60 guys, like, from a rival school. And then, you know, in most of those, like, mangas and anime, when the guy takes off his shirt, that's when he gets serious. And he does get serious, but the girl's look turns from endearment and being enamored by him to, oh my gosh, get this freak away from me. Like, she, you know, because on his chest, he has a rider belt, which is how Kamen Riders transform. He drew the belt himself with a Sharpie. And then he does every Super Sentai and every Kamen Rider has a transformation sequence they do when they do henshin. They move their hands, and so he's got like this blood like all over his body. His eye is half closed and, you know, swollen. And here he is doing the transformation sequence with his belt drawn on his stomach. And everybody's laughing at him, but once he transforms, quotation marks, he becomes so strong. Like, he literally became a Kamen Rider, but his potential love interest thinks he's absolutely insane. It was awesome, and it made me, like, I had man tears. It was incredible. After that first episode, I was hooked. I love the character. I love everything about the show. And it's so good. It's so funny. I never miss an episode. And I really, you know, we were blessed with a lot of Sentai and Kamen Rider stuff this year because the Super Sentai anime at the beginning of the year, The Red Ranger Trapped in Another World, was brilliant. That was a really good anime. I hope we get a second season, but I don't think we're going to. Because Super Sentai is now dead. Supposedly. They're not continuing Super Sentai anymore after 50 years. They're quote-unquote rebranding it, so maybe they'll do anime and video games, but they're not going to do live action anymore. Which is, you know, it's the end of an era if you think about it. Super Sentai lasted for 50 years. Power Rangers lasted for 30. But it's funny to me that Power Rangers ended after 30 years, 31 years, whatever, 30 years. And Super Sentai didn't survive that long after Power Rangers went under in 2023. Super Sentai only lasted for 2 or 3 years before they pulled the plug. That to me is crazy. I never saw that coming. So I don't know how they're going to reinvent Super Sentai, but I've talked to a lot of Japanese friends and they're devastated. Like, Super Sentai nerds. They told me that Kamen Rider is probably fine. It's much more popular than Super Sentai. Plus, Super Sentai was canceled because of budget problems. Kamen Rider is one guy and a secondary rider, so it's not too expensive to just, like, make one costume and maybe a couple monster costumes and things like that. But to make, like, a whole team of 6 people or something like that can get kind of expensive. Where's that blasted diamond? Did I use them all? Crap! I didn't know I used them all. When did I use them all? Okay, I didn't... There, thank you. Well, I mean, I got a lot of these bombs sitting around. Why not? Training. You believe he's self-taught too? Yes, he's a self-taught martial artist. Yes. He never took karate or anything. It was all from watching Kamen Rider. Goki, look at his punches and kicks again. They're supposed to mirror the moves that the original 1970s Rider, the first Kamen Rider, did. Like, so, very slow wind-up punches, like, Rider punch! You know, really pull that punch. Emphasis on, like, you know, using your whole body to get that punch in. And then the Rider kick, he jumps in the air and he does the kick. As well as his snap kick is very slow, but there's a lot of power in his leg. But he only does, like, a couple moves. Whereas Tackle just tackles people. She does judo. Basically using the opponent's weight against them. And then V3 does an assortment of karate. Like, his Kamen Rider was able to use, like, 3 or 4 special moves, so it looks like he has more... He has his spinning Rider kick, he has his Rider chop, Rider punch, and I think he has, like, a double Rider punch? I don't remember. I was never a V3 fan. My favorite Kamen Rider was always Black, and Black RX. From the Showa era. He's my favorite Kamen Rider. This is training. I love Black. But RX is my favorite because he transforms into multiple, you know, suits. He's got Bio Rider and he's got Robo Rider. Plus he's got RX. And the suit looks better than the black suit. The black suit, it looks like he's wearing really... If you look at the Kamen Rider black suit in sunlight, it looks like he's wearing weird, like, biker shorts from, like, the, that one thing. What do they call it? The Tour de France type thing. It looked really weird. And then when they made his second suit, the RX suit, they fixed that. Because I think they realized that the Kamen Rider Black was this super serious guy, but he was wearing this ridiculous costume, like the black costume. Because he's wearing, like, these short shorts. And it just looks so weird. So when they made RX, they give the man pants proper. And he looks much better. He looks more intimidating. Because, I mean... Black is supposed to be this very serious, you know, dramatic show, and here he is wearing short shorts. So when he came back as RX, he looked a lot cooler. But most Rider fans kind of make fun of the short shorts. They're like, why did they do that? Considering how dark the show was, it's like, what was the reason? And don't get me wrong, Black is a very dark show. Like, it is probably one of the most intense Kamen Riders, even more so than the 1970 show. Like, it was pretty intense. A lot of people die in that. And every episode is, like, super serious. But its action was really cool. And the transformation sequence, what I love about the transformation for Black is, like, his body... Even before the transformation, you can tell he's in pain because he grits his knuckles, and his knuckles make that popping sound like he's really ready to hurt you. And then after he transforms, he's smoking. How many riders do you remember after their transformation sequence, they had literal steam coming out of their body? That was hardcore. I don't know if RX had steam. I know Black did. It's like, if you ran into Black, you knew you were dead. Like, there's no messing with that dude. Hardcore crazy. Kamen Rider Skull and Big O come to Super Robot Wars next week. I don't think I have that game. I don't want to play as... Oh, he wounded me, actually. Wow, I didn't know he managed to hurt me. Okay. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm a huge Kamen Rider geek. I love Kamen Rider. I kinda owe Power Rangers, though, for introducing me to Kamen Rider. But I do not like the American Kamen Rider. Like, the American Kamen Rider show, or Masked Rider, when you actually see the original show, you know how they say Zyuranger was, like, really serious? Like, Zyuranger has nothing on Black. Nothing at all. Even the brother dying, like the Green Ranger dying in Zyuranger, is nothing compared to the crap that happens in Black's show. like that's like you go to school to watch Zyuranger, and then you graduate, you become a man after watching Black. Like, I don't know how they could say that show was geared towards young people, because that was like a very mature Kamen Rider show of its day. Even compared to a lot of other, like, Rider shows that came after it. Super, super serious. And by the way, you can get all these shows on Amazon. Like, Shout Factory released Kamen Rider in the States. Some of it. Not all of it, some of it.
This is nothing. It's all I have.
Dang! One down. One to go. Oh my gosh, it's still going? What?
Allow me.
Uh-oh. Okay, now I'm gonna need to use some rations. Now I need them rations. Da 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 da. Wake up the hero. Yeah, Double was a really good show. I liked Double. I never finished the anime though. Was the Double anime that released several years ago, was it worth it? I didn't end up finishing it. I watched like 3 episodes of it. Did anybody, like, watch that anime all the way through? The Kamen Rider Double anime? I got bored after 3 episodes. Yeah, I tried to watch the anime, and the animation was good and everything, but... And the original actors reprised their roles, which was great if you're watching, you know, the Japanese sub version. They brought back the original actors. But, I don't know, there's just something about maybe the format of the show. It didn't feel as fun as Double was. I thought the animation was great. It's just after 3 episodes... I just kind of dipped. I was like, nah. I don't really remember what animes released that year, but I'm pretty sure I watched other things than that. And I felt bad because, you know, I was such a huge fan of Double, but the show was kind of putting me to sleep, like the anime. It just, I don't know. Wasn't as interesting as the actual live-action show. That's why I find it amazing that I really like the Kamen Rider show, the anime, on Crunchyroll more than I like Zets. I've missed several episodes of Zeets or Zets or whatever. I don't know. And I don't really feel bad about it either. It's just kind of like, eh. Usually I go out of my way to keep up with the brand new seasons, but I don't know. I don't know if anybody feels the same way I do about Zets, but I've seen 4 episodes and I just don't. I don't keep up with it very much. Also, before, like, the Kamen Rider people were you could only watch the episode live. So I don't even know if they started, like, posting the episodes yet. Wow, that's crazy, Jotaro. Can you read Japanese, though? Or did you get the Hong Kong version? Like from Play Asia or something? Because a lot of games you get from Hong Kong, like, they have English subtitles. It's just more expensive. Well, yeah, this is the first Kamen Rider show that they were trying to bring to the international audience. Yeah, but I don't know. I thought the concept of them going into people's dreams, it was a cool idea, but the more I kept watching the show, it was just like, I could be watching a really cool anime right now. I had those types of thoughts, and usually when I watch Kamen Rider, I'm just totally invested in Kamen Rider, right? So I was having those types of thoughts, like, man, I really want to watch that one anime that I was watching. I'd much rather watch that than watch Zets. So I just stopped watching Zets, because it was like, I don't know. It just didn't, it didn't hook me as much as, like, some of the other Kamen Rider shows I've watched over the years.
That went better than I expected.
I wanted to like it, and I was hyped to watch it live with people. Yeah, you can watch it live every Saturday. Mage Wolf, do you know if they've actually started releasing the episodes on their channel, though? Is it still like, you can only watch it live and then it's unavailable? Or did they actually start to release it, like, through a membership program or something? Although they're getting ad revenue, I don't think they would need to put it behind paywall. I think the only people should use paywalls are people that are struggling with their channels. People who are already making so much money as it is, I don't think you need to hide content or anything. A cool head in intense heat. Okay. Can I buy more Goron stuff? Yes, I can. I'd like this. I'd like this. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Spend all of my money. I don't even need all this, and I'm buying it anyway. Haha. Hey, Venom Hulk, how's it going? No, I mean, I buy Japanese games, but I get them from Play Asia, because that's a Hong Kong company. And most of the games they release over there, they subtitle in English. I've never been able to buy a Japanese game from Japan that had English subtitles. That I can think of. Even that Sailor Moon game I bought from a magazine that came from Japan,
This is great.
the game was fully in Japanese. What? What do you want me to do? I don't even know what you want me to do. Fully in Japanese. And it was advertised that it was English subtitles. But nope. So the only website that I've found that actually... It's more expensive, but if you want Japanese games and play them in English, then you want to get them from Play Asia. That's the site that I use. It's a little bit more for shipping, but it's worth it because then you get to play games that they're not going to localize here in America, and you can play them in English. And they have a pretty good selection, too, of like new games and stuff like that. Every Kamen Rider game that I've covered on this channel, I bought from Play Asia because they were made in English. I'm sure you could probably go to another Hong Kong store, though, if you wanted to. But that's the store I like to use. I've been using them for years. I likes them.
A moment's preparation, is it?
Interesting, Jotaro. Okay.
I wonder what this'll do.
There we go, and... Boom. Nani? No. We don't want to do that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop it, I say. Oh. That's still a bit of a problem, isn't it? Eh? It is indeed. Do that, and then you do the small one. The sirloin. Where's sirloin go? Not this one, the other one. There's supposed to be 3 types of meat. Where are the 3 types of meat? What? Aren't these all supposed to be in order? Huh? How dare you, sir? I did not... I did use them all? I don't remember using them all. Oh, whatever. I don't care. Guess I did use them all. I don't know. Huh. Live and learn, I guess. Baked lizard. Lizard. That's the problem. Do we have anything that combines... Yeah, there we go. Oh, we didn't finish speed yet? No. We need to finish speed first, compadre. No. Speed is the key. The other stuff is secondary. Okay. Eh. Ah. There we go. Brrrr.
Onwards and upwards.
The red hot boulder. Gotta prepare, right? Well, yeah, you gotta prepare so you go and fight. It takes me a while. Red hot boulder. Alright, how we doing in terms of... Alright, so we're starting to go down. Okay, what is the story with Chun-Li? Chun-Li is good. Gambit needs help now. Alright, guys, help Gambit out. Wait, where is Gambit? Oh! Okay. Well, there you go. Then let's push the YouTube short. Looks like Chun-Li and Gambit are clear. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. All right. Mage Wolf, if you want to start pushing the salad short again, you can. Huh? You can understand some Japanese. I can understand some, but it gives me a headache reading kanji or whatever. I prefer subtitles. I grew up listening to a lot of Japanese, and I still can't speak it very well. I can ask... If I go to Japan, I can say about 15 things for basic things like, where do I buy food? Where's the bathroom? Which way to the American Embassy? Let's see. How much is this? And do you accept cash or credit? You know, just tourism stuff. Am I going the right way? Am I lost? I know how to say that. It's because I don't have the best sense of direction in real life, either. Oh, does this have chicken in it? Amber and I both know how to say that. Because, you know, I have a chicken allergy, so. That's about it. Just basic stuff. Oh wow, this dude's nasty. Oops. I forgot to see what level Zelda was. I think she's like a level... Oh, she's 64. Okay. So we're still under level then. But I'm probably still going to tackle the level that says I need to be level 70 when I'm like only a level 65 maybe? No, not 65. Like 67. We just need to make sure that we give Link his good weapon again. I'm still like running around with a spear. That's not going to work out well. Alright, I got a confession for you guys. I have not started watching the new Spy Family yet. I've been too into all the other shows to keep up with Spy Family, and let Grieving Souls retire. I know Grieving Souls came back with another part of Season 1 or whatever, but I haven't been watching that. And I haven't watched Spy Family, and I love Spy Family. But my question is, do you feel that Spy Family Season 3 is better or worse than Season 2? Like, should I be trying to invest time in the new Spy Family season, or is it just as kind of meh that Season 2 was? Is it a little bit better, or is it the same? Hey, Alpha, how's it going? Am I lost? No. The bus hijacking? So it goes right into action right away? Wait, how the heck do I get down there? Oh, never mind. He's already down there. Oof. You missed. Okay, never mind.
I'm here.
Prepare yourselves for this.
Nope, it's not over yet.
Lady Zelda.
Allow me.
Wait, how in the world did you get down here, Zell? Oh, never mind. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Oh no, it's a Lionel! Is what I would say if I was playing Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, but Lionels aren't all that scary anymore in this game. Maybe Age of Calamity they were a little scary, but I don't know. Cheap shot. Man, all these non-Link characters can easily dispatch a Lionel. It feels so wrong. It feels so wrong. Yeah, who needs Link anymore? Zelda's like, I can protect myself. I mean, Season 2 of Farron is next year, isn't it? 2026. You've been around since Metopia? Well, that's cool. Yeah, you have memberships turned on. And if you could consider, like, when your membership expires, your free membership, if you could do the $5 membership, that would really help the channel a lot. The missus and I are having a lot of trouble with YouTube these days, and memberships is super important. Also, memberships helps people find the channel a lot easier. It's just $5 a month. But you have to wait until your membership expires, because somebody paid for your membership currently. But Metopia, that brings me back. Wait, did I just lose another red area? Ugh. Frustrating. I am the maid. I just cleaned this place up. Can you guys keep it clean for just like 5 minutes? Nope, gotta take over more territory. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, boy. Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you must have had a feature turned on your channel where you can accept gifts. And that's how most people get gifted memberships. And then YouTube will ask you in like 30 days, hey, would you like to help support this channel for $5 a month? And then you can say yes or you can say no. We received 700, or we have 700 members currently. We usually only have about like 300 members a month. So people have been giving gifted memberships like crazy in hopes that, you know, out of the, I think it was like 500 people that got a gifted membership, that like maybe like 150 will end up, you know, joining as an actual monthly member. That would be huge, actually. Because my wife actually had to get, she's works at a restaurant as a cook now. So my wife gets up every day at 4 a.m. and she goes to work. And it's just me doing the channel these days, really. Amber's here in the afternoon for a little bit. But she goes to bed like around 6 or 7 every day. It's just me. Me and my crazy thoughts. Blup, blup, blup.
A moment's preparation, is it?
Scablands? What does that say? Scabbardlands? I can't read that. Scablands? What? Scablands. Scablands. That's a thing. Okay. You don't like One Punch Man? Oh, man. I think One Punch Man is hilarious. It's a parody show. You're not supposed to take it serious. It's a joke. It's supposed to be funny. That's the gag. How was this guy able to become super powered from just doing squats and all this stuff that he did? It's not supposed to make sense. It's supposed to be funny. You're not supposed to like come away with like, oh wow, this doesn't make any sense. It's like, well, yeah, of course not. You wouldn't become like super powered doing all that stuff, running, what was it, 10 miles, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 pull-ups, whatever. That's the gag. It's just a funny joke. That's all. It's supposed to be a parody of like the action boy genre in Japan, where they just, you know, took this guy who was a nobody and they made him super powered. It's just funny. You don't have to overthink it. Like, oh man, One Punch Man. Like, what's up with it? What's up with it is it's a joke. Like, literal joke. That's what makes it fun.
A change for the better.
I did. I fell out of. I loved My Hero Academia when it started. I thought it was great, and then I just kind of got bored with it. I was like, yeah. I want to like Deku. I want to like all this other stuff, but I think I dipped after the end of season 2. I just stopped. I haven't even watched the spin-off show. Everybody's like, watch spin-off like The Vigilante. It's like, but I'm having so much fun watching the shows that I like. I'm having a hoot with my shows. I don't really want to watch Vigilante. And I'm catching up on the spring anime that I missed too. Or the summer anime I missed out on. But I'm currently watching that I'm having a lot of fun with. Let's see. Simulcast, fall. I am going to start watching Spy Family. Finishing up Solo Camping for 2, which is a cute rom-com. I don't know why they said My Hero. Wait. My Hero came back? I Left My A-Rank Party came back? No, it did not. Yeah, that's an error on Crunchyroll. I was going to say that's not back. That finished up. We're waiting on a second season or something, if it gets one. I like My Status as an Assassin is really fun. I enjoy that one. I like Mechanical Marie is really good. I like The Dark History of the Reincarnated Villainess. That's really funny. Makes me laugh a lot. What else? Banish the Court Magician. I like that one. My Awkward Senpai. I like watching that. May I Ask for One Final Thing? I like that a lot. Kamen Rider, which I'm not seeing a picture for it here, but there's supposed to be a picture of it. They're having problems with their Crunchyroll thing. I love the Kamen Rider show a lot. I have to go to the main page to see that one, and it's missing another one of the animes that I'm currently watching. Where is it? Yeah. Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. I love that show. That's my favorite show of the fall of 2025. That's my favorite show. And the other ones I'm still finishing up from last summer, or this summer. And then I found out that the Trapped in a Dating Sim is getting a sequel next year, so I went and I rewatched Trapped in a Dating Sim. I watched it in English this time, because I saw it in Japanese last time, and I was like, oh, I'm going to watch it in English this time. Let's go, Zelda! Huzzah! No, I don't like Rama. I've never liked Rama 1/2, though. The weird rom-com alien spirit thing that I used to watch in the 90s was called Tenchi Muyo. And eventually I grew out of watching Tenchi Muyo. I didn't like it anymore. I really got obsessed with the parody phase of anime, like starting in 2004, 2006. So that's how my favorite anime became School Rumbles, because School Rumble was a parody. But the very first parody series that I watched that got me into like comedy anime was a show called Excel Saga, which people probably have no idea what that is. And then from Excel Saga came School Rumble, My Bride is a Mermaid, My Strongest Disciple, all kinds of stuff. I love parody shows. And I like rom-coms that are both like, you know, action shows, like action comedies, as well as just slice of life stuff. So, things like Excel Saga opened me up to a lot of bizarre, funny genres that I didn't even know anything about. And My Bride is a Mermaid is still one of my all-time favorite shows. It's in my top 10. I love My Bride is a Mermaid. It's so funny. It's criminal that we never got another season of that. That was great. It was so funny. Both the Japanese version and the English dub. You're more into action stuff? Yeah, I know, but I play a lot of action video games, so I think part of the reason why I gear toward comedies and stuff like that is I don't play a lot of comedic games. There's always a lot of action and, you know, stuff in the games that I play. If you really look at most of the games we cover on Kwings Let's Plays, most of them are action-oriented. There's a couple slow-paced stuff that we do, like RPGs and things, but for the most part, it's very action-heavy. Because usually video games have a lot of action, you know? Yeah. Hey. Oh, 1 second, guys. Wow. I haven't seen these guys in a while. Hmm. Okay, I think we're good now. That didn't last too long. Alright. Can you guys hear me? Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello? We don't do viewer requests unless you become an ultimate. Case in point, we got a over $100 donation for the ukulele stream tonight. Like it's part of our VIP program. We don't do requests from people, and we did do Monster Hunter stuff if you're looking for it, but I have no plans to play Monster Hunter right now. I will be doing Monster Hunter Stories 3 next year. But we're not currently covering any Monster Hunter right now. I believe we finished the story in Monster Hunter. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember the name of the newest Monster Hunter this year. Oof. Monster Hunter, not World. It's not Monster Hunter Rise, is it? No, that was the. Oh gosh, I can't remember.
It was hardly a challenge.
Yeah, we have. I mean, VIPs is the only way this channel stays around, man. Like, VIP membership is what's kept us alive for 5 years on this channel. We got shadow banned 5 years ago, which is why there's only 40 people here. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Wilds. Yeah, we finished the story of... I get Wilds and Rise confused because they're both short names. It's a dyslexia thing. We did Wilds. I believe we cleared the story. Jotaro, did I finish, or Mage Wolf? Did I finish the main story of Wilds? Or did I, like, leave it on a cliffhanger? I know the post-game stuff didn't work out, but I can't remember if we finished the main story or not. We did finish the main story? Okay, cool. Why are we shadow banned still? I mean, it's not like, you know, it's not like you get a penalty for checking somebody in hockey and then they remove it. They removed the penalty years ago. It still stays, the damage is done. It doesn't go away. I've had, like, famous YouTube channels that say they can fix any channel and make any channel prosperous. Like, basically tell me, like, hey, I said I could fix your channel, but I can't do it. It says it's too messed up under the hood. Can't do it. So all those famous, like, YouTuber channels that they say, hey, if you join our creator program or whatever, I've had my money refunded several times by big creators because they can't do anything for me. Nothing I pay for is going to help my channel grow at all because my channel's broken, like, forever. So they won't even accept me as a student. They won't work with me. They won't do anything because there's no point. And I understand that. I get it. So the only way we survive is with memberships. That's it. Memberships is the only way. Because YouTube wrecked live streaming. So this live stream would have had like 5,000, or not 5,000, would have had 1,000 views last year at this time for streaming for 2 or 3 hours. It's got 500 views. So since a YouTuber only gets paid for how many views they get, not how many hours they stream, memberships is the only way that we continue to stay in business, because streaming is taking longer and longer and longer. I do like 2 streams each that are over 5 hours long. That's how I get 1,000 views. That's it. So it's thanks to fan funding that we still exist. Every once in a while somebody comes by and drops like a few $100 donation and disappears. That's it. It's a miracle that we're still around. I like what I do, but we're more or less, this channel is 75% fan funding. Like at this point. 75%, 30% YouTube maybe. 25% YouTube. I mean, I freaked out about it a couple years ago, but you know, I'm doing okay. I mean, I've accepted it. There's nothing I can do about it. I made a free newsletter for our fans. If they, you know, you want to join our newsletter, it's Kwingsletsplays.com. It's totally free. It tells you all the comings and goings of the channel. Other YouTubers charge people for their newsletter. Ours is free. And it works better than YouTube's notification system. So, you know, we write it. Amber and I write it every day. And it tells people what the streams or what the short was that went up that day and all that fun stuff. We're not shadow banned in the short engine, though, because the YouTube Shorts is in a completely different algorithm. So that's also how we stay relevant, is through our YouTube Shorts. We have about, like, 2,000 YouTube Shorts. We've amassed, like, 2,000 YouTube Shorts in 2 years, something like that. We're close to 3,000 YouTube Shorts at this point. So we're slowly dominating the Shorts engine, which is how people find us. So, but it's tiring to do the YouTube Shorts so much because I run out of ideas. I just, like, a couple years ago, I just started filming my cats doing stupid stuff, and that's pretty much all I do now with those. Upload trailers. Sometimes I do, like, some 3-minute discussions on something and post it. And then my Batman channel will come back next year when the Lego Batman thing comes out. Although I really did like Dispatch. Dispatch was cool. The boss raid. No, I don't want to do that. Wetland Defense. I might be able to do this. It says 65. Ooh. I wonder if you get good experience for doing that. Oh, the newsletter? Yeah, it's just kwingsletsplays.com. Free newsletter. You sign up, and then when we make a live stream or whatever, there's pictures, you click on it. Then you get, redirected to where we are. I'm going to be doing solo leveling next week. I'm excited for that, the new Xbox solo leveling game. And I'm doing... Hey, gang, is Kirby next week, too? Solo leveling and Kirby? Is that it? And then Metroid and Marvel Cosmic Invasion is the same week, isn't it? Like, I'm going to be pulling double duty with Metroid and Marvel Comic Invasion. OG shouldn't have to suffer like that. Oh, they tried to take us out, man. YouTube killed all our viral videos. We have 400 viral videos. How a YouTuber stays around for like 18 plus years or longer is they get paid for their viral content. All 400 viral videos on this channel, 10 million views all the way down to 100,000 views. Every single one of those videos receives no income. And every YouTuber, whether it's Maximilian or Abdallah or Ghost Robo or whoever, they stick around because they're earning revenue, an insane amount of revenue from their viral videos. Because that's how YouTube works. You get paid for your viral content. New people come to your channel. That's how you get subscribers. So not only we shadow ban, but also all our viral videos are off. So we only receive income for the videos that you see us make that month. And it's been like that for going on 6 years. I mean, didn't we already do One Piece Warriors, though? I thought we did One Piece already. That sounds familiar. I know we did One Piece already. Defending Hyrule's main camp. Should I? I'm going to attempt a level 60. Let's see what happens. How bad could it be? Yeah, there we go. Recommended, level 61. What could possibly go wrong? Excuse me. Need to get rid of this stupid spear, though.
I find a certain
No.
I find a certain
Yeah. Give him his weapon. There we go. Booyah. Yes. Okay, there we go. And, what else does he do? No. No. What does that do? Isn't that the same thing? That's just a cutter. That's still the... Ooh! Flame... What does that do? I want to see that. What does that do? That's Swift Cutter. What does that mean? Let's do this one. I don't even know what this does. I never used the cannon. There we go. Flame power. Sign me up. Okay. And it was this one, right? Level 61? Yes. Defending the forest.
time to make ready.
This is what... You remember my Batman Arkham stuff? Yeah. Yep. I mean, if they never would have stopped making Arkham games, that channel would still be earning a living. It earns like $200 a month. Just existing. That channel's been dead for a long time. And because I stream like 12 hours a day, I just don't have time to work on the O1 channel. I'd love to, but I just can't. I don't have enough time. By the time I get done live streaming, I fall asleep like in my chair. by the time I'm done with all these live streams, I'm dead tired. I'm like, no, I'm not moving from this spot. Cat falls asleep on me. I wake up. It's like, oh, gotta wake up my wife so she can go to her cooking job. It is what it is. I mean, it could be worse, I guess. I don't know. It is what it is. 71, 71. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Whoop. Ooh. Does adding more wood make things better? I don't see how that is. This, that, or the other. No, no. Wait a sec. Okay, so that doesn't add like a... Oh, yes, it does. It does add a benefit. Maybe. I thought there were other things you can cook. The bombs you can heat up. Boom, there it is. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then there was something more that I can do for experience. And then we just finish off with some food. But you can't cook that one. Alright. Oh, you can cook it. Okay, cool. There you go. Dunsky.
Let us make use of this boon.
I game a lot. I've been a full-time streamer since 2017. When the Switch came out, I became a full-time streamer. Although back then I only had to stream 4 hours a day. 4 live streams, 4 hours a day. And then this year, YouTube ruined live streaming. They changed how they count views. They actually made the views count less than they did last year. So, if you only have like 30 or 40 or even 60 people watching, which, you know, most people don't, but for Shadowban channel, if you only have like 40 to 70 people, you have to stream for like 5 hours just to get 1,000 views. Which actually reminds me, it's almost break time. Because I need to walk around with that neuropathy in my leg, because I've been sitting a while.
To battle.
Also, do I need to make another short? Are you guys pushing the dinner short that went up? Can we still push that, or is it over? Yeah, I won't be able to do Elden Ring and the Octopath game though. Just doing Metroid and the Cosmic game is not going to last that long. I don't even know how well Metroid's going to do. Like, even Pokemon struggled this year. Aha! Oh wait. Oh no, I'm thinking I'm gonna get electrocuted from like previous Zelda games. Doesn't really happen in this one. Where's Link? No. Yes! So have you guys found out what the elemental weakness is to electricity yet? I would say water, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Good job, Robo-Link. Not Link. Go, not Link. At least it's not timed. Da 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 da. Aha! Wait, that's not the monster Zelda was fighting. This is something else. Oof. Oof. It is also electric, though. Shoot, I don't know how to use it. Maybe I was supposed to press the Y button or something? I'll have to look at the instructions next time and pay attention to that more clearly. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's nothing... Okay. Oh! Well, that one's dead. Okay, now we go to where Zelda is. Zelda's in trouble!
I won't betray your trust.
Not really, though. Oh, I see. Okay. What about... Piercing light? Nope. Well, he's still all electric and stuff. Haha!
Sir, Knight Construct.
Knight Construct, aka Robo-Link. Yeah, so as far as you know, there's no elemental weakness for electricity in this game? Okay. I would think water or ice would be it, but apparently not. Oh well, it's not a big deal. How the heck did they get over there? This way, maybe? There we go. Alright. Now we're cooking. Stronger than before. Go Construct. Hero at the core. Get it? Go Construct. 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 Go, go, Construct power. Do, 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 do. Go, go, Construct power. Powered by the shard of the Master Sword. Du, 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 du. Ah! Boom! Wait, Jotaro, you say they're going after people playing Harry Potter and Fortnite now? When's that supposed to happen? So it's like the Hogwarts Legacy thing all over again? That's just sad. Well, at least I can't get swatted this time. Every precinct in the area knows who I am, so... Whoa, 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 whoa. Boom! Success! Construct! Get in gear! I mean, he is made of gears, so, I mean, that would work! Hey! They leveled up a little bit! Let's go! Not a lot, but a little. Little's good. Operation Zonai Drive. Shift into Zonai! A few of our viral videos. We have 400. And we're even if we were paid for like one of our viral videos, that would be something. But nope. It's been yeah, it's going on 6 years. You remember my Batman Arkham games? Yep, those were fun. Oh, are you kidding me? If I was paid for my viral content, I wouldn't be working this much. I wouldn't need to. I have to stream. There's two reasons why I stream. One, income, and number two is if I don't live stream, my channel plops down to 0 views an hour because people only find the channel when it's live. It's like a loophole that happens. I haven't been able to figure it out. Nobody at Google's been able to figure it out. But when we're live, people come to the channel. When the channel is not live, people don't come to the channel.
Consider me impressed.
So this channel is live about, I don't know, 13, 14 hours a day between Amber and myself. My wife streams a little bit in the afternoon, and then I stream from 3 in the afternoon until about 3 at night. So about 12 hours every day. Roughly, yeah. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Our resident Zelda fan is here. Hoping you're having a fun day, Lisa.
I'm making good progress.
Yep, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Dun 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 dun. You got what? And the crowd went wild until more red popped up. More red popped up! Come on! No matter how much I chase the red, it just doesn't go away. Seriously! Oh, we're just tired, Lisa. We're okay. The carpet fiasco should be over next week, but the smell is getting to me. Like the flooding stuff, irritating. And they were supposed to come and pull up the rest of the carpet, so there's all that mildew and stuff that we're breathing from downstairs, and and of course Zelda's locked up in the basement because she's a bad girl. But other than that, we're okay, you know. I had a monster salad today, and I'm going to be taking a stream break soon so I can go do some dishes. Is this game good? I like aspects of it. I might like this game more than Age of Calamity. I was trying to listen to my opinion of Age of Calamity and the credits from a couple years ago to try to understand what I thought about that game because it was so long ago. I love Dynasty Warriors, though. Like, Dynasty Warriors is my jam. I like the hack and slash genre. My biggest problem with this game is it's fun, but I don't really care for most of the characters. Like, I only play as Zelda and Robo-Link anyway, unless the mission profile forces me otherwise. There was more content in Age of Calamity, and there was way more stuff to do in Hyrule Warriors 1. Like, Hyrule Warriors 1 is S tier. Then you have Age of Calamity in this game, and I don't know where I'd place either one of them, because there are things that I like about this game, and there are things that I don't like about it that would prevent it from getting an 8. I'd probably give this game a 7 or a 6, which is roughly the same score that I gave Age of Calamity, because I didn't like that Age of Calamity was non-canon. This game is canon. This game follows the story of Tears of the Kingdom to the T, and it gives us the Imprisonment War. The characters that are supposed to die, die. And some other characters die, and they're not recorded into history, so it doesn't ruin the canon. So, I mean, you know, I like that kind of stuff. Other than that, I mean, I'm not I don't really care for a lot of the characters in this game, though. They're okay, but eh.
Maybe here? Nah, maybe not.
Cool. Ugh. Ah, good enough. I don't care. Alright, let's get to it. Yeah, hero hype, yeah. Thank you guys for becoming members. Appreciate that. Onward!
Forward now.
Oh. So, since I've already taken essentially a nap, there's no reason for me to do a long startup for the whatever. So, once we get past the 5-hour mark for this stream, I've done all I can. The rest will be up to you guys if you want another stream of Zelda. But the good news is, you guys got 1,000 views for Remy LeBeau and Chun-Li, so that means it's possible to continue the Fatal Fury thing when some DLC drops for that. And we can do another Marvel stream tomorrow. But Hyrule Warriors is not going to happen again for quite a while. We're going to have to find something in the meantime. But like I said, this Tuesday is solo leveling, so I just need to find something that can fill the gap for a little bit. That's all I need. I just need a gap filler. Because next week is Kirby and solo leveling. So 2 brand new things to do. Stab, 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 stab. See ya. Wouldn't want to be... Oh, he lived. How did you straight up live, yo? What? What? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, son. How did his shield not break? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Huh? Huh? Okay, so once again they're reusing music from other Zelda games. New objective. Defeat the Silver Moblins. I'm trying, game. Booyah! It's like fireworks, but not. Burn! 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 Oops. How did your shield not break? I burnt you to a crisp, didn't I? Oh snap.
I'm not just a traveler. I can fight too. Pretty good, aren't I?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't do that. Ah, this fool has no shield. Well, that was incredibly bright of you. No. Wait for it. Wait, why didn't you die? That's not fair. Oh. Fine. Alright, that's done. Now what? Ha ha ha! You found me! Yep, I know. I'm aware. I found you. I found you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Boo to the Wait. Well, they don't call this the Lost Woods for nothing. Please tell me this guy knows where he's going. Yes! No! Alright, big guy, where you at? We got crazy Lionel here. Snap, snap, snap! Did he get me? No. Switch! A little tag team action. Ice, fire, bomb. Did nothing. Prepare yourself. Meow. Come on. Huh? Oh man. Where's that thing again? Don't send in the clowns. Last Fatal Ferric. Yeah. Fatal. Where was I going? Fatal what? Oh. The last Fatal Fury character is December 9th. Okay. Lot to do in December. What in the world was I even going to say? I think I was going to say Fatal Fury or Furry or something. I don't know. Might have said Fjord. Guten Tag. I don't even speak a lot of German. Oh, my neck. Okay. Is it done yet? Looks like it's done. Bloop. Okay. Did I say fatal carrots? That's what I said. Fatal carrots? Oh. Well, I mean, too much of anything is bad for you. Really? Fatal carrots? Oh, wow. That's funny. Okay, I'll take it. That's really what I said? Oh, man. Oh, I might be a little... I might be a little tired. Oh, it's funny. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. That's the part. The bad thing about being tired is you don't know what you say half the time. Like I make up words all the time. Fatal Carrots, City of the Rabbits. Are you here to sign up for the King of Bunny tournament? Fatal Rabbits. Fatal Carrots. City of the Wild Rabbits. City of Wolves. City of Rabbits. I don't even know what noises rabbits make. I don't know what rabbits sound like. Oh, it's funny. Okay. You guys are fun. Okay, where's the Goron shop again? We need meat. We need meat. There it is. Oh. 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 Yeah, no worries, Jacob. You have a great night, man. Thank you. Thanks for watching, buddy. I think I know what we're going to do tomorrow, guys. I think we're going to do a special anniversary stream for Skies of Arcadia. What do you think? I don't have anything else. We do Gambit, and then we do Skies of Arcadia. Because we're not going to have Zelda tomorrow. We already did the Sonic DLC. We did Chun-Li. We did all the Fatal Carrots Fury. Fatal Carrot Fury. Did all those characters yesterday. Is there anything else I'm missing? I don't think so. I think we're pretty open until Tuesday, so... I'm still messing around with the Simpsons game, but... I don't... Simpsons could be back tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know, though. Welcome to the Midnight Streams. Midnight Streams are always crazy. They have been... Like, even before... Like, you know, I would do 3 streams, I'd get 1,000 views, and then I'd still do a 4th stream. It was like around 1 a.m. that things got a little loopy, yeah. That's normal for me. That's on brand. Meow. Purging the forest. Excuse me. Now I have the hiccups.
A moment's preparation, is it?
We don't have Disney installed currently. We don't have Disney Speedstorm or Disney Dreamlight Valley installed, Anthony. And Amber's job has her working from 4 until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So 4 in the morning until 1 p.m. So Amber hasn't really gotten a... She's going to try to ask for like them to scale back like some of the things. Because it's getting hard for her to do, like, originally they were just hiring her to work 4 in the morning until 10, and they keep making her hours longer and longer, and she told them they're the secondary job. Her first job is her home business, and her home business isn't doing well because she doesn't have time to work on it. So she's, like, after Thanksgiving, she's asking for Sundays off, or, like, not Sundays off. She's gonna work, she doesn't think they'll give her Sunday off. She says her hours available on Sunday is 4 a.m. until like 9 or 10. Then she's going to go to church, then she's going to come home and work, and then she needs Monday off. And then she can work Tuesday or something like that. But she can't do a thing where she works like 6 days in a row and she doesn't get any time off, especially on the weekends. Like, the weekends is the most important time for our business. It's when the most people are around, so we can make revenue and stuff like that. And she hasn't been able to live stream because they work her too much. So Amber would love to get back to Dreamlight Valley and Speedstorm, but her job's not being very accommodating to her. So that's why. But yeah, that's the only reason that hasn't come back. It's because she's trying to find a way of making it work, but no dice so far. There's the carrot, you guys. Swift Carrot. City of the Swift Carrots. Whoosh. What was I doing again? Alright. Make everything explode! Boom. No, we need speed. We need speed first, darn it. Speed. Speed and food. No. No, wait. Yes. Boom. Amber works for a restaurant, Daffy. She's a cook. She works at a restaurant. She's the opener, but I mean, how often have you, if you guys, have any of you ever worked a restaurant? If you're the opening for a restaurant and you go in at like 4 in the morning and get everything set up and you start cooking and all this other stuff, wouldn't you usually be done by like 10 or 11 in the morning? Like, why are they having her stay till almost 2 o'clock every day? Like, that doesn't seem right. Like, I worked in a restaurant, and I did, like, open a restaurant, and I worked from, like, 4 in the morning until, like, 9 or 10, and I went home. Like, they didn't have me stay until 1 o'clock. The people who came in for the lunch hour, like, would clock in at 11 or something like that. I don't know.
Forward now.
Silly geese. Carrots are for rabbits. I'm no geese. Goose. Oh, that next stream is going to be really wacky. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Oh. Amber worked at the grocery store after the miscarriage. So that was quite a while ago. Amber, you're remembering like 2018, Daffy. She attended culinary and she worked at the grocery store. That's back when I was doing Miitopia on the Switch. Whatever year I was doing Miitopia on the Switch, that's when Amber worked at the grocery store. And she did that because, like, she needed to get out. She couldn't be home all the time after you know, after losing the baby. And she went into culinary, and then Amber was done with culinary by 2021. And then Amber came back full-time to the channel in 2023 for a while, and then she went in 2025, mid-2025, she went back to work. But the reason why she went to school and she went to work is because she couldn't be home because she was sad. She needed to do stuff to take her mind off stuff.
Witness my might. And for
You open the morning and you get done at what time? So you open at 9 and then you're done at 5, yeah. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8 hours. Oops. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8 hours for Amber is already like 11 o'clock though in the morning. So they're having her stay until 1. She's getting overtime. At least she better be getting overtime. Oh. Twice Dobby Elite. The second one was 6 months in. The first one was a month. So we lost one in Boston, and then we lost the second one here in Pennsylvania. And we didn't know. So we found out that she was like, 4 to 6 months, and the day we found out is the day also we found out that the baby wasn't alive. So that was... I don't even know how to explain that emotion. You find out you're going to have a son, and then 5 hours later you find out your son is dead. That was... I don't wish that on anybody. That was a roller coaster of emotions that day. No, Amber doesn't like overtime. She gets tired. You saw how she was struggling on today's Marvel stream. She was having a lot of problems. She wasn't talking very much. They're running her ragged, as the term goes. She gets very tired. I believe I was covering the game Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. Actually, what SAO game? Because Amber came to me and she told me that she was pregnant. Sword Art Online game 2000. Yeah. Would have been Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. So it was... We found out in March. So I was still covering SAO Fatal Bullet. Yep. March of 2018. I mean, we've been hoping for a Dobby, but I mean, both pregnancies they didn't survive, so. And the second time, we almost lost Amber to grief, so that's why she went into school and stuff, if she needed to take her mind off stuff. And the internet was being very mean to her back then. Hey, there's still a small fringe group of people that celebrate, the death of our son, which is pretty messed up on the internet. A lot of X-fans. That's why Amber gets very heated about the Discord, is because the Discord mutiny of 2018, all that stress is probably what killed the baby. Amber was under a tremendous amount of stress. So that's why she yells at people at the Discord a lot, is because the previous Discord was really bad that we had. We had a mutiny. It was pretty bad. That's why we don't go on the Discord, though. But yeah, that was quite a while ago. That was almost 7 years ago. Yeah. I think it was 7 years ago now. I don't know, man. I mean, God is the God of miracles, but Amber only has one ovary. She lost one. So the doctor said it would be very hard for us to have kids after that. Wouldn't be impossible, but, a lot harder for one ovary to do the work of two. And that's, that's what happened with the second, miscarriage or failed pregnancy or whatever, is the ovary got messed up. So. But like I said, if God wants to give us kids, he can, but that's asking that's asking a pretty tall order, just based on the law of averages and knowing statistics for what a couple have to do. If it's, it would literally take a miracle. That's what I think. So. Could be a girl next time. I mean, she'd be a miracle. If it happens and it's, whatever, we want to name the girl either Faith or Hope. But I mean, I'm getting older. And like I said, it's a pretty uphill battle. So it would literally take a miracle. So, can pray about it. The more people we have praying about it, maybe. I don't know. But it's not something that we normally think about very much. So.
Don't go wandering off, bud. You're going in for sure.
Chicken. And... Wait, that's as much as a chicken does? Psh, just do both chickens. Makes it a lot easier. Yep. Cook the bombs. I don't even remember where we bought the bombs, to be honest. I have no idea. Huh? Okay. Well, we need to finish the speed thing first. There we go. We'll worry about that thing later. Yeah, don't you guys remember when Harry Potter, or not Harry Potter, when the day that I got swatted was when Harry Potter Legacy, or whatever it was called, Hogwarts Legacy, came out? I got back from the hospital because Amber had to have emergency surgery on her stomach to get out. The ovary exploded. So not only did I have to deal with the swatting attempt, but also my emotions were all over the place that day because Amber was under the knife. So that was a pretty scary day. That was yeah, it was.
I'm setting out.
Yeah, because, I mean, I personally think that a baby would change our lives in a good way, but we haven't had success with that. And I don't... I don't know, I mean, I don't even know how to explain the feeling of you were going to be parents and then the baby died. Like, that's twice. I do remember when I was grinding in that Fatal, or that Sword Art Online game, Fatal Bullet or whatever. The day Amber told me, I said we were going to go to the doctor, but also I bought a crib on Amazon and a bunch of baby stuff. Because, I mean, we were still pretty fine financially in 2018. So I bought a crib and I got a bunch of stuff. Because, you know, I was going to start preparing. I was in dad mode, like, at that point on. Amber was the one that canceled all the items, though. I wasn't even... I just live streamed. I didn't really think about stuff. I don't even remember if I told you, if we mentioned that the baby died. We never made an announcement that we were pregnant, but I don't... Oh, yeah. Yes, I did. Never mind. I did. The same day. Yeah. And these dudes aren't weak to anything. Ow. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. Success. Oh, what am I doing? I got my main guy. Why am I playing as the little wood dude? I've got Robo-Link. What the heck am I doing? Jeez. Make my life so much harder. Oof. Uh-oh. Oh, I got it. Fire hydrant. Even Robo-Link can dispatch this guy pretty quickly. That's crazy. Remember when Lionel's used to mean something? Why'd they have to bring these monsters into this game? They're not even monstrous anymore. These things still kill me in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom if I don't have an ancient arrow. I'm really bad at fighting these things. In this game, it's just like you mow them down like they're nothing. It's kind of sad. I mean, these things are a force to be reckoned with, you know? Huzzah! Yeah, I'll never forget it. I was just finishing my Hogwarts Legacy stream, and there's a knock on the door, and somebody's saying my name, and I had to mute it. And I go and answer the door, and there's all these cops outside. And I thought, you know what I thought immediately? I didn't even think about I was being swatted. I thought Amber died at the hospital. I thought Amber died in surgery and a police officer was coming to tell me. That's why I was freaked out. I didn't even think it was a swat. You have to use like certain butterflies or well, you can use fish, but the fish... Why does the fish not get any benefits from the fire? Can you explain that to me? If you cook something, like you cook fish, wouldn't it give a benefit? I think it would. Actually, cooking fish is better than eating it raw. I don't know what Nintendo was thinking when they did this. Boggles the mind. It's like, okay. Well, we need to finish off the speed things, so... Speed, 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 speed. Speed lets you get through things faster. Hmm? Okay. Do I remember the spiders? Yeah, I remember fighting spiders, but what I mean is I don't remember the story of the game. How many streams did we do? Like 10, 20, 30? I can't remember any of the plot of the game whatsoever.
I'm setting out.
The game is just a blur to me at this point. The only thing I think I remember is the mentor dies. Like, the guy who takes you under his wing at the beginning of the game that's attacked by dragons, he dies. I think. As for the other stuff, I don't know. Oh, I'm dead. Goodbye. Ouch. Doesn't seem like that's a useful ability, though. This is more useful. Oh, never mind. I dodged that, and you know it. Isn't it amazing how these little guys are able to, like, somehow counter these giant monsters like it's nothing? Like, you do the SAO switch mechanic and you're easily able to defeat everybody. Even people that are not super OP, they all have this ability to, like, mess people up. I don't know, it's kind of funny. Even a little Korok guy has the ability to knock down a massive enemy with no problems whatsoever. See? You just totally decimated that guy like it was nothing. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? But, whoa, what? The problem with Dynasty Warrior games, though, sometimes is, like, they become the same repetitive thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, that sometimes your mind wanders. Like, my problem with grinding in Dynasty Warrior games is I get so exhausted just doing basic tasks in the game. It's like, oh, okay. It's like your brain goes on holiday for a little bit. It's like, well, that happened. Yeah, I don't remember the plot at all, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I can't even tell you what that, most of the games I covered that year was about. I'd have to look at a playlist and see all the games that I did that year. I can't remember. I have a hard enough time remembering what happened a week or two ago. Like, in detail because, I mean, we used to do 100 live streams a month. Now we only do about 75, 80. Which is still, you know, wow, 75, 80. But it's like you have to remember that with the less live streams, the channel's earning less income, though, because it required 100 live streams in order to keep our income consistent. I'm very thankful to all the fan funding that we've been getting, like, the past 2 months, but our business is going down in revenue because it's not humanly possible for us to do 3 live streams because YouTube now demands 5-hour live streams per live stream. And usually in that 10-hour time frame, I used to do 4 live streams, 3 or 4 live streams a day, before noon or before midnight. Because now, if I stop a stream past midnight, YouTube's going to count this stream towards tomorrow's streams that I do. It's no longer a part of today; it's a part of tomorrow, which doesn't make any sense. But that's how they do it. It's like, what? But I began the stream, and a majority of the stream happened today. Like that day. Not now, but then. Wait. That didn't make... I was going somewhere with this. Well, I was thinking about something, but it didn't quite pan out the way I was trying to say it. Oh well.
Don't go wandering off, bud.
Amber did a Hogwarts thing? Yeah. Yeah, you guys unlocked another Gambit stream, so why wouldn't I do another stream? So this is the last one, guys, and then we have to get to the ukulele thing, whatever it's called. I'm pretty sure, didn't you unlock a stream of... Yeah, Gambits, you're good. There'll be a Gambit stream tomorrow to King of Thieves. King of Thieves. Did I say that right? King of Thieves. Mon ami. Wait, is it Mon ami or Mes ami? How do you say... I do not know in French. Sacre bleu? I don't know. Alright, last one. Let's make it a good one. You're going down. Whatever. Whoops. Arby's, we've got the meats. Arby's, we had the meats. Where are the meats? Boom. Arby's, we've got the meats. Bam. Wait, why are they not on fire anymore? I don't understand how this works. Aren't they supposed to be on fire? He's on fire! I do not understand how this works. That is on fire now. Why can't the other things be on the fire? They're not on fire. Are they? Were they ever on fire to begin with? Even I don't know. Maybe they were on fire, maybe they weren't. Maybe. And what the heck are silent shrooms? I don't know what silent shrooms are. Wait, is that it? No, that's an indoor shroom. Oh, I almost have enough for that. That's what's-her-face. Fish girl needs silent shrooms in order to level up her sword or whatever it is. I don't even know how to measure how many hours I work now live streaming because it's like it all bleeds into the next day. I do 10 hours and then that 10 hours extends into the next day. It's like, how would you even keep track of it? I started work at 3:30 p.m. and then I go to almost 3 o'clock in the morning the next day. And I do about 12 hours, yeah. Like that every day. And then I do stuff after the live stream goes off. Meh. I mean, I don't want to waste it on that thing. So, you guys and gals know the drill. If you want more Hyrule Warriors, you gotta get 1,000 views, though, okay? Because, the best I'm gonna be able to do is... I'm trying to get you 800 views, but it ain't happening. It's just YouTube ain't budging. You're at 760 on my end. Maybe it's because the thumbnail looked weird. Maybe people couldn't even tell what that... I couldn't even tell that was Elephant Lady. Zora Chick. When I was putting the thumbnail together, I was like, oh, this looks cool, but what's it gonna look like far away? Ugh. Oh my gosh, Sacred Blue is bad? Oh, I need to stop saying that then, thank you. Note to self, don't say that. Yeah, that's blasphemous. I shouldn't say that. Yeah, that's like double blasphemous, because you're saying God's divinity, and then you're also cursing God at the same time, so holy cow. And the funny thing is, they let that word be in children's shows here in America. That was in 80s cartoons. That's where I heard it. I heard it on like a Tom and Jerry cartoon when I was a kid. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I've been swearing in other languages for as far as I can remember. Oh man. Ah, I wish I did not know that. Yeah, but are people going to show up for another test run of Kirby, Jotaro? I don't think so. I barely had people show up for the first Kirby test run. I had 100 people here for the Kirby test run. I still had to stream for 5 hours. Die, Moblin scum. So, when does the Harry Potter characters come out in Fortnite, Jotaro? Lumiere says it in Beauty and the Beast, too? Oh my gosh. Wow. I've been swearing internationally since the 90s. I mean, technically I have been swearing since the 90s, though. But words that I thought were slang words were not slang words. I thought I was speaking cool international slang all these years. You know, they say ignorance is bliss. I kind of wish that was the thing. Oh well. No, if we have to capture the outpost, we have to kill this fool. Somehow I don't think that shield smash is going to do much. So I've been looking at the way that Link behaves in Age of Calamity and how Link behaves in this game. I mean, Robo-Link. They're, like, identical. The movement of Link's sword in this pretty much is exactly the same as it was in Age of Calamity. Of course, he had different weapons in that as well, but... Dun, dun, dun. Whoa, I'll do my best to trim out a lot of dead air from this stream, guys. Not gameplay, but like just menu stuff, because I don't even know if I took enough breaks in order to trim this stream down to like 2 or 3 hours. Because we're at the 5 hour and 24 minute mark, so I do not know. I will do the best I can. I have 3 minutes to fight this thing? Well, that's not good. Oh, I thought I blew him up. I was like, whoa. I just blew up the giant rock creature. Nope, no, I did not. So, Jotaro, in your personal opinion, do you think that changing the aspect ratio of a game, especially a game that's supposed to be in high definition or was, you know, made for the system for high definition, will that make any difference of how the game runs? Like, case in point, do you think the Simpsons game is still going to jam up even though I'm going to be messing with, like, component cables? Do you think that's going to do anything, or am I out 20 bucks?
Raring to go.
V-I-C-T-O-R-Y. Fall, fool, fall! There you go. Oh, we're at level 68, so... yeah. Alright, well, it still feels like I did absolutely nothing tonight. It still feels like I haven't even scratched the surface of this game. Will we get to another episode of this? I don't know. If this gets 1,000 views, sure, why not? I need filler sometime, you know. But, I mean, if we don't get 1,000 views before solo leveling, no, I don't see this coming back. I'm not as dedicated to this as, like, Amber's the big Hyrule Warriors person. She loves grinding in Hyrule Warriors. Me, I don't know. Construct dive. Dun, da, 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 da. Would you like to assign it now? I don't care. Sure. There you go. Brum, ba, da, da, da. Dun 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 da 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 dun 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 da da. Dun. Oh, that's Final Fantasy. Yeah, see, I figured it was a waste of time, too. See, I'm really hurting without The Simpsons, you guys. What was great about covering The Simpsons game, I didn't have to stream for 5 hours to get 1,000 views. The Simpsons gave me 1,000 views after 3 hours. It was wonderful. I had like 100+ people here and all this other stuff. I had 35 people subscribed just for The Simpsons series. So I'm like, those idiots saying, oh, you're just spreading misinformation because this benefits you. It's like, how does this benefit me not being able to cover that game? I don't understand haters, man. It's like, they're not logical. Wouldn't me covering the game actually be more beneficial to me? Wouldn't it be more beneficial to me to actually cover the game instead of not being able to? Like, I don't have hundreds of people coming from The Simpsons to watch Hyrule Warriors or Gambit. Doesn't really look like I'm benefiting from supposed misinformation. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next stream, which starts up immediately, okay? There's going to be no musical interlude, because I would fall asleep on the couch. If you want more Hyrule Warriors, 1,000 views is required, okay? Okay, see you on Yoko Laylee. Did I say that right? Thank you for the gifted memberships and the super chats. And everybody else I missed.